Mitv Plus.
And we have Broima. Rio, good to see you this morning.
Thank you very
Good
much.
morning to you.
Thank you very much, Vera. Good morning, Barrister. Good morning,
morning.
Nigerians. It's a privilege to be on the table again this morning to dissect issues that concern Nigeria and Nigerian and beyond. I am Ambassador Robin Emmanuel Oluwafemi. For short, you can call me Rio. Good morning.
Rio. I used to call him Rio. Robin Emmanuel. I don't know how you're going to take Broima away from me. Stop. Anyway, it's a beautiful Tuesday and Wednesday morning, and I'm delighted to be here this morning. We thank God that we are alive and well, but lots of things are always happening, and trust us, we're going to bring it to your table. First, I'll read some of the trending stories so that we can discuss on it this morning. First, I want to take the first one this morning. Tinubu to Akume. Alia, mend fences for peace, development in Benue. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu yesterday intervened in the political disagreement between the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, and the Benue State Governor, Innocent Alia. He urged both leaders to close rank in the interest of the state's peace and development. The president's appeal was delivered by the Vice President Kashime Shetima at the Progressive Governors Forum. Renewed Hope Ambassadors Strategic Summit held at the State House Conference Hall, Abuja. I think it's network that is just putting it up, but we're going to just manage to with it. Addressing the gathering of the 29 All Progressive Congress APC governors and former governors, ministers, lawmakers, and party leaders, Tinubu described the summit as an appropriate platform to make the reconciliation call. I want to use this forum to make a special appeal to His Excellency, Senator George Akume, and His Excellency Governor, to mend fences and work as a team, the President said. Yes, before going to Pink Republic, let me just go straight to Rio this morning. Rio, you heard that they must make fences, mend fences, come together and work as a team. Yes.
It's a normal thing. I think it's not, like I said, I want to quickly make an illustration. Like when I was in school and I was rounding up, I think second semester, that was when my mom was praying for me to graduate with first class, when I already knew what my class, it was. So, and sometimes my mom would call me and start telling me, I want you and your siblings to hold yourself tight, and I'd be like, there's some advice you don't give to people that you just know. You should know that a tree can never make a forest except with the help of other trees. So it's, to me, it's just like a reminder. There are other things where we need to place our focus instead of, yes, well, as far as I'm concerned too, yes, we need to come together. We need to build fences. We need to build houses. We need to, help the country. So it's still a right step in the right direction, if you ask me.
But looking at what is happening around the world, the state of the nation in Nigeria, looking at Benue, looking at people complain, the economic situation, and all of this, Pink Republic. I know that Senator George Akume was one time a protocol person to the permanent secretary, had ruled as a governor for 8 years. He has all of this portfolio gathered, minister for 4 years, all of this portfolio. Don't you think there is a disconnect when such person begin to have issues with the governor? And as they say, the grass will suffer for it.
Definitely.
What's your take?
Sometimes when you're in peace with the person that is very close to the government, it's easy for him to just tell the president that Benue is facing this, Benue facing that. I think from what the president is saying, maybe he gets more info about the insecurity from Benue, from other people. I don't think he's getting it from Akume, maybe because of the, because of the lacuna. Because when you are not speaking with somebody, why will I speak on behalf of that person? This is time to shine, right? So I might just go to the president and state my own business. It does not concern me what happens to what the governor is facing. But they are from the same place, and like you said, the grass will suffer. And what president said is the truth. Akume is the longest serving civil servant, so he has more experience than even. He's a reverend father. The president and governor of Benue is a reverend father. I have never heard of him until he became a governor. Maybe people knew him from the grassroots, but Akume is someone we know. Over time, any government, any transition, you will hear of Akume. So I believe the peace talk is okay, because if he does not say anything, they'll say the president did not say anything about the peace talk. Maybe he's enjoying the whole thing. But now he has stated it. I think Akume should be smart, especially when you are the elder one, even not in age, but in that business, to say, okay, let's mend and see how we're going to help our fellow country person. I know somebody from Benue. The person has not been to their hometown for 20 years. So it's not that the person is happy that he's in Lagos, but the person just felt that if I go there, what if I'm kidnapped? Yeah. So a lot of people are suffering this. Just imagine your home, you abandon your home. You might not be born there, but you just want to just visit old aunties, uncles. Those things are very sentimental, but people don't understand.
Okay, but something the president said that I actually love what he said. I'll read it out. Reach out to your younger brother. Please build Benue together. Benue deserves peace. Benue deserves development. What binds us together succeeded us, whatever divides us scatters us. Though he did not go into details of the disagreement, Tinubu stressed that Nigeria stands at a critical junction in Africa's growth trajectory and cannot afford internal divisions. He said another thing that I like him. He quoted Martin Luther King Jr. He said, the president added, we either learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. We are not a nation of fools. We are a nation of very intelligent, very smart people who knows their honor. See, looking at what he said, you know, because when you begin to fight, we have that same issue in River State.
True.
Before it was settled, I pray that has been settled forever anyway.
Every time we hear settlement and later on we just
I
hear
pray that
something
it's already
else.
settled, but we saw that happen in River State,
True.
where even the electorate became confused.
Yeah.
Benue State is a state where I think the president, the governor, whoever is representing the state should focus on. We hear of kidnapping here and there, terrorist attacks here and there. So if there's no unity, I wonder why you will say you are a senator of that place representing the place. You have a constituency you're representing, or you are a governor of that place. I think unity makes things work better.
True.
And for them to now start telling them, I just begin to wonder, will someone, you know, come up with this kind of telling you have to stay together with your brother, you have to make things work. But the other issues we're going to be taking today, you wanted to say something before we move on?
No, I mean, that was what I was standing for. Like, do we have to, does
Remind
somebody
you.
needs to come and remind you that
Adults,
you
for
have,
that matter.
yes, that you have to stay with. So if you're former governor of the same state, you're currently very close to the government, you should be like the mouthpiece of
Exactly.
the people when you are with the president, like secretary to the federation, and they need to remind you. I mean, there should be more peace in Benue, in the North Central, than
very
any
true.
other place,
Very true.
because Akume is there. But sometimes I don't know what these people get. It looks like if it hasn't gotten to Akume's village and they deal with Akume's village, I doubt if he's going to do anything. But once it gets to them, it's getting to their family house, they are beginning to say, Oga, continue to live in that Abuja, don't ever come to Benue. And during Christmas or maybe Ramadan, he can't come home to celebrate
You
life.
throw the bag
Yeah.
of rice from helicopter.
So
Because
by that
I
time, they
wonder,
are
my,
paying
my
attention.
brother's, like a family friend of mine, he has become also my younger brother. My younger brother's friend, mother passed on last year. They didn't fix burial date. They are scared of
They
kidnapping.
buried.
I don't know what is going to happen. And I keep asking, when are we going to go? Because we are going to go for
The
that
person must
burial.
have been buried.
It's very close to us, but I don't know what's happening, and I'm still wondering, and some people are still
They
fighting. They're
buried.
supposed to team together. Let's take another very interesting one. Tinubu accepts Egbetokun resignation. Name Tunji Disu, acting IG. It came yesterday, and everywhere went agog. But let's take this story. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has accepted the resignation of the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, and approved the appointment of Tunji Disu as acting Inspector General of Police, immediate effect. Punch reported earlier that Egbetokun tendered his resignation letter on Tuesday, citing pressing family consideration. And trust social media on that. The appointment in June 2023, Egbetokun was serving a 4-year term scheduled to conclude in June 2027, in line with the amended provision of the Police Act. In a statement issued on Tuesday by his Special Advisor on Information and Security, Bayo Ononuga, the President received a letter earlier on Tuesday and expressed appreciation for his service to the nation. He also commended Egbetokun's decades of distinguished service to Nigeria's police force and the nation, acknowledged his dedication, professionalism, steadfast commitment to strengthening the internal security architecture during his tenure. Yes, before I continue, Rio.
Well, I read that story earlier over the night. And,
We didn't see it coming.
Well, maybe it's not new to me because it's Nigeria. You can sleep in the next 1 hour. Something you did not see will come again. It's always like that. Nobody knew the current Minister for Defense will even be Minister for Defense. We did not see it coming. Olufemi, that we thought he would stay long, he was promoted to another rank. But then, this is Nigeria. Stanley will tell you it's a country where you can wake up as nobody, you can sleep as nobody, and wake up as somebody. So Egbetokun resigning is not even supposed to be news because he ought to have gone since 2024.
Exactly.
And the president used his constitutional power to extend his tenure. This man has been with the president since when the president was the governor of Lagos. So it makes me not to want to blame the president because when it comes to issue of security, you have to put trusted hands, in that hands. Otherwise, they will mess with you. So when the president said no, let him continue for a period of time, he did not mention that time, he extended it. But my pain and anger is that Egbetokun coming to tell us on social media that because he cites some family issue, and that is why at this age, family issue is making you to resign. Excuse me, sir, are you a joke to? Are we a joke to you?
A granddad.
Somebody who has coordinated the national security.
Yes.
And you want to tell us that? No, just tell us that the president said he should go, or just resign without giving up. You see, we don't need to hear the reason why you are going. We knew you ought to have left. So if you are telling us that, you have tried your best, now there is no idea again, let me give it to Disu. Thank God Disu will now put fire inside Boko Haram problem now because it's Tunji Disu that is coming.
Yeah.
So I put Disu to Disu. Let them come and eradicate insecurity. So if you are not trying to justify the reason for leaving, you are playing politics even as a civil servant. I'm sorry, but that's nonsense. Leave if you want to leave. You don't have to and I knew it's a coordinated plan with the president that hello sir, it is time. When they promoted Tunji Disu, that was 2024, 2025.
Yeah.
When he brought it was his mother he brought to come and salute and the mother prayed for him. And maybe they would have given it to, I don't want to talk about tribe, maybe they would have given to another tribe, maybe I don't know. But as long as the president is concerned, he gave it to another Yoruba man. I saw on social media another Yoruba man again. Are you saying there's no Igbo man that is AIG? Are you saying there's no Hausa man that is AIG? But well, as long as security architectural design is concerned, the president have to work with people he trusts so much. Tunji Disu is not just ordinary police officer. If you check his record, he's a very diligent,
even when us go during the Olympic or so.
So that was one of the reasons why I did not even blame the man. When the man wants to work, he works, and I hope he's going to deliver because trust me, I expected much from Kayode Egbetokun. Much. Like I over expected more
You knew
from
him
Egbe
personally.
Tokun, but I mean it is what it is. He can't do more than what he has. Two-Face said, "What I have is what I'm giving." No matter how intelligent you are, if you don't have a particular thing, they will beg you tire. People will just be shouting, "You are stingy," but you don't have it. Me, I would dress palash. I look like somebody that just collected salary when I'm still struggling. And you ask me, Rio, if he gets 15,000 for you, I go say, go ask Vera first. Because also, before I say I dress like this, no mean say, oh, the pockets, they loaded. And it's exactly what is happening in the security system of Nigeria. The fact that you see a general rank officer does not mean he has the general brain. He can just be general because Baba Adeboye said if you say you're a professor in mathematics, you must be a professor in a particular thing in mathematics, maybe professor in minus mathematics, professor in plus mathematics. Not just say I'm a professor in mathematics, they bring multiplication table to you, you said no, I can only do division. Right? So
okay.
Congrats to Egbe Tokun, you have served better. Go, let another person come by.
Let's hear from Pinky.
I would say congratulations to Tunji Dizu. He's somebody I actually know personally. So congratulations to him. And Egbe Tokun, when he cited that family issue, I said he wouldn't have cited it. To me, it's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Because this human rights, do you know what they call him? Illegal IGP. If you listen to them very well. When they are protesting, they will now say the illegal IGP. So I would have loved that he said the disrespect coming from some Nigerians. Because to me, even if it's you and somebody elongates your stay, what's any other person's problem? Yes, the constitution stated that this is how long you stay. But the presidents have the power to extend. Right? So
which he actually extended.
Which he extended. So they would have respected him. But if you see them speaking on TV, you will be hearing the illegal IGP. To me, sometimes the way we present our problems in Nigeria is funny, but it's not funny. It might be getting to the person. Like, so I'm trying to give order. They will not say I'm the illegal IGP. So I don't know what's his family's problem. I pray for them. But the truth is that he has resigned honorably, and another person will take the position, and it's for the well-being of that person, Abi. But the truth about this is not about coming in, because I know this very well. He was the RRS commander before, and I know how he handles crime. Very good. But this is national, right? So it's not easy to handle the nation. So we too, we should also help. If you see something, say something. That is the thing I would just say.
Okay, but I want to congratulate, I must. He's a friend of the media. So I know that everybody is saying congratulations to Dizu. He's got a lot of caps on him. I must tell you about him. He was one time the officer in charge of SARS.
Yes.
And they did well, except when some of the boys started misbehaving. Sure. They did really well. And I remember that time that SARS people came in. He took charge. And you know, it's SARS and anti-kidnapping unit he was in charge.
Yeah.
If we look at in Rivers State, he served a lot, almost
commissioner.
Across the
Yeah.
states as the
Commissioner.
DPO, across the states as
Even
the DPO,
commissioner too.
around the country, different states as the DPO. He's also was in charge of CID in Rivers State. So if you look at Tunde Disu, I think he knows the arithmetic. Don't let us move forward. The system of handling people. But I must tell you that yesterday, if you go through social media and you begin to read what some people are saying, they say because election is around the corner, the president wants to use him against, the people must always talk. So we don't know why he was brought in.
If the president had left Egbe Tokun,
they will
say they want to use him. So that's where I have
actually started saying they want to use him.
said something that is sensitive.
Egbe Tokun, let me allow you. They've also have started saying before he left yesterday that the president brought him in, gave him extra years, because he wants to be used. So this came as another surprise, but we must talk. And we must talk as a people.
That is assumption, that is gossip. But the truth about it, you said something that the people are saying that maybe they overlook one of the commissioners. I don't want to name him. But the truth about this, if we see ourselves as Nigerians, we will not be wondering whose tribe. We are so divided. Our minds are so divided that it's of you to check if the person is capable. You are checking the tribe. What if the guy comes in and is my tribe and is not doing anything? You understand? So we should be smart about this thing. I've said it here on the table that what is still dividing us is still all our documents. By the time you see your town person, you favor the person. When you did not see this person, we should stop. I hope you understand. We should clap when it's necessary. Oh, this person got the opportunity. Oh, congratulations. We should not be looking at tribe. What is tribe? These are the things that the colonial master is still using to divide us till today. So our mind is still colonized. We are not Nigerialized. A Nigerian should see a Nigerian and say, hi, oh, how are you? Fine. If we go abroad, we'll see ourselves. In Nigeria, we talk, we behave normal, we speak as if we are not from this. Immediately, we just step from that Muritala International Airport to Nigeria. You know, we say, bye, bye.
But you know that
in your own language now, it has
a lot
changed.
of people,
Why?
50%
Why?
I've seen on social media, they are supporting him because they said it suits that position.
Yeah.
Because of his professionalism in handling
Do you know?
terrible
Apart from that, do you know him himself?
You mean
Yes.
And him himself can even lead a battalion, because if he catches you, that is karate that he likes doing. So you know, when in those days, commander, when
Pinky has started with
No,
her.
because in those days,
Say
the
karate.
king leads
the war. That's what I'm saying now.
But these days,
The king is in one place. They go
Hello?
there,
Hello?
go there,
Officer,
go there,
is the
and
road
wear
clear?
correct clothes. No,
Officer,
no
is the road
sand.
clear now?
Okay,
And in those days, the king does not really fight, but he's in that battlefield, commanding.
We loads of expectation, for him. Loads of expectation because of his way of tackling the security challenges. He's been there in front before, he's handled before. So we were expecting more. Now he's already there. The seat is his. Let's see what's going to happen. We pray that we will not wake up tomorrow. I hope that it's going to just be immediate. Immediately they should begin to tackle things, should begin to handle things. We don't want to wake up just like we woke up the other day in Plateau State. 10 died, they were killed. I just pray that, they sprang in and they will begin to make things work, I just pray so. Another very disturbing story we must take was yesterday, when I got that story directly from the spokesperson of because I don't know if he's still the ADC now spokesperson. I will get to find out that, but I know it was Obi's.
Just say obedience. I think he's still speaking for obedience.
Then Alhaji Tanko. Yesterday, he sent me immediately while that happened, and I said, in this country, can it be true? So I put a call through to him. I wanted to find out, hey, my friend, what about it? That they were attacked, government attacked Obi, Oyegun, ADC chiefs in Edo State. Apparently, I'm trying to open it. It's not opening. If you can open that news, someone can help me out. So apparently, they went. Yesterday was the official declaration of what's this guy's name again? This lawyer, your son, the former president.
Oh, okay, Akpata.
So the ceremony took place. They now moved to Yegun's residence. When they got there, they learned that they were shooting when they immediately left the venue, the podium, and these guys were shooting. And when they moved away from there, shortly while they moved away, we were told that gunmen came after them, and they are saying it's an assassination they're trying to carry out there.
Should I take the news?
I don't know, but you can take the news.
Okay. Former presidential candidate Peter Obi, National Chairman of All Progressive Congress Chief John S. National Chairman of All Progressive Congress Chief John Odige Onyegu, and some chieftains of the African Democratic Congress were on Tuesday allegedly attacked by suspected thugs in Edo State. Obi's former campaign spokesman and national coordinator of the Obedient Movement worldwide, Dr. Yuyenusa Tanko, disclosed this in a statement issued in Abuja. Obi and some of the ADC chieftains are examining the damaged cars and bullet-riddled gates after the attack by the assailants in Edo State on Tuesday. The statement read, Peter Obi and the leadership of the ADC are under siege and attack in Benin, Edo State. at the formal declaration of Olumide Akpata into the African Democratic Congress. Armed individuals followed us from the ADC Secretariat to the residence of Chief John Odige Onyego. They shot at the gates and destroyed several vehicles in what appears to be a survived assassination attempt on our lives.
Okay, so that was what happened yesterday, and Tanko declared, disclosed that armed thugs allegedly operated fire on Obi and members of the movement during the formal action of former Labour Party governorship candidate Olumide Akpata. This is what happened actually. Then, at this time and age, Pink Republic, at this time and age, should we be having such things?
Okay, that's why we need proper investigation at this point. I don't like them assuming that it might be another party. It might even be another party.
But they said it was talks. So other
yeah,
people
they
said
use talks.
We shouldn't say
it
was
the ruling party or any other
party or whoever, but that it was talk that raided that place.
Everybody knows that Edo is riddled with cultism. It might just be attacks, right? And sometimes when you see two people fighting, it might not even be the other opponent attacking the other person. It might just be a person watching both of them and saying that, let me just put small petrol and fire. Maybe they will just be fighting. So at this point, I would like the police to brief us properly so that we understand. Because all these gist I'm seeing online, to me, is hearsay.
But what if? No, that's why I'm taking it from both sides.
Allegedly, okay.
From both ends. I also said that, why should this be happening at this time? We assuming that it might be assassination attack.
Yeah.
And some other person are also saying they are talks. So, but what of if?
Assumption, yeah.
Assumption. We just assume. We're not saying it is. What of if it was a planned attack yesterday? Just to let you know that you cannot succeed. We have already finalized who we want and what we're going to do.
Yeah, it's disappointing if it's an assassination attempt, just like what people say online, because this was what we are facing during the military era. In short, you might wake up in the morning and say another president, and you wake up the next morning another president. So we should not be having this, right? The winner takes it all. Now we have card readers, all this technology that will help us. It might be 70%, not 100% like we assume, but it is disappointing that that means the person even have more potential, because the more you do that, the more you will make the person popular. That's what people don't understand, attacking people. Don't attack your opponent. Learn to strategize and increase your own popularity. But if you start attacking like this, most people that don't see potential in any one of them they came for, we start seeing potential and say, oh, so this other opponent is afraid of this person. But at this point, I don't want to be assuming.
Okay, so let's wait for us to get the full details. Moving to Rio, I'm going to read something so you know. At the formal declaration of Olumide Akpata into the African Democratic Congress, armed individual followed us from the ADC Secretariat to the residence of Chief John Oyegun, Tanko said. He alleged that the attackers shot at the gate of the residence and vandalized several vehicles parked within the premises. They shot at the gate and destroyed several vehicles in what appeared to be a surviving assassination attack on our lives. Democracy is under danger, he added. Yes, Rio.
What if is a drama?
Okay.
What if they set themselves
up to make them more popular,
so that they will say, oh, maybe it's the ruling party? Because I kid you not, I'm not a fan of Monday or Kwebolo, because I don't like his public speaking style. He even made error recently.
I thought that was AI.
I don't thought it was AI. I don't thought.
You want to speak like him?
JB, they show you.
Oh my goodness.
let me beg on this.
No, not beg. See, if you are choosing to lead the public, be ready for both constructive criticism and direct criticism. You are a leader. The first thing you need to accept is criticism. They criticized Buhari to an extent. They said he will pass hate speech. And that is who we are. I saw a video. I'm coming back to your question. No, I'm just saying what we
Yeah,
need.
go ahead. Yes, because this is
I
part
saw-
of the state.
Yes,
issue.
I saw a
Yeah,
video where somebody said, when you say Nigeria mother, especially, see sarcasm here, see Nigerian mothers here. They say, "Mommy, where should I put the cup?" I put it on my head. The boy said, "Mommy, I just need you to tell me to take it to the kitchen or put it on your table." A foreigner. So we are sarcastic people in Nigeria, especially. So when they say, good Lord, Jonathan said, "No get patient again for this country." You can relate. Patient is his wife. You understand? So now, I'm not, as long as I'm not a fan of Monday Okpebolo, he has been fighting against cultism gathering, or cultist gathering rather, in Edo State, bringing down their buildings, bringing down this and that.
That's it.
And now, what is the impression the ADC is giving to the public? They are playing mind game.
Assume
politics.
impression.
Why not wait, like what Barrister Bing said? Let the police investigate.
Yes.
Now, I kid you not, Oyego John was the former national chairman of the ruling party, APC. And I'm trying to say here that he has his followers, he has his people. When now coming, see, there are some houses of politicians that opposition talks cannot go anyhow because they also have their talks. We know that this is not allegedly. This is not any alleged. Politicians have talks that they use as tools for political influences or problems. So you will not say we left. They did not attack you at the venue. They were following you to your house. Now,
but
what?
they shot at the venue.
What? I'm coming. Because I will tell you another political party that something similar happened. Now, what the social media is portraying is that they attack Peter Obi.
Yeah.
Right? Because they are not coming out to address the issue properly. Now, in Idore, sometimes last week or last 2 weeks, the APC had their local government congress in Idore, one particular local government, Idore local government area in Ondo State. 2 people died. It was within their party. Now, you will not forget that Akpata was formerly the governorship candidate of Labour Party. And when they started ADC, people were in ADC before they arrived. Somebody had a vision and a mission of becoming a governor through ADC. When ADC started growing, this person be like, okay, I think opportunity is coming. And now Akpata is coming to say he wants to join ADC. He's not joining for any reason other than to contest as the gubernatorial candidate of the ADC in Edo State. Do you think the people that have been on the queue will be watching? So you are not thinking that these guys too can also attack this man or attack this movement.
Exactly.
So anything that happened to either a ruling party or opposition party, you immediately feel like it's the opposition that is trailing us. You have forgotten that there is primary election, and in primary election as a family we are contesting against ourselves, and anything can happen. Something happened one time in Lagos State and one person died. His name is Funshaw Williams. If that man had not died, trust me, maybe he would have become the governor of Lagos State. He was so popular that people so much love him. All of a sudden something happened. Do you know maybe it's inside his party that it happened?
Okay, but
is
I'm sorry, let me ask you that question. Is it not going to be raising fresh concern about our state as our safety of both the supporters, safety of the political actors, safety of people, safety of Nigerians?
Do you know any place
when you begin to hear that
when there's
attack?
But that thing looks like a warning. It does not look like they want to kill anybody.
But you want people that way.
When there is lack of orientation to people in a particular organization, area, community, there will be problem. When there is high rate of poverty, when there is increase in unemployment, you expect the youth to find means. The government, they fold their hands, and they are seeing landlord putting houses in 3 million,
don't go there.
2 million. I'm already there. I will soon parent. So I'm soon parent.
Don't go there. Let's just finish this time.
No, I am telling you why the issue of criminality and thugs is increasing, right? These guys want to pay their rent. Some of them have children, they have kids, they have mother, they have people. See, no matter how a man is rugged, carrying gun, if they are looking for money, the end means is to find money. And if there is a
But
place,
that's not a good way
and
of looking for
that's what
money.
I'm saying. What is the
not
government
a good
itself
way.
doing?
They
You
have
want to do a
weaponized
campaign.
poverty.
Where were the security? Where were the
That's the
security
truth.
when they were having the campaign?
That's
When they were
I'm
going?
asking. Yeah,
At least there should be security. Did they inform security properly?
who gave them the guns?
Nigeria will get that. It's only people that are bringing vehicles and rice inside Nigeria that are customary arrest. People that are bringing guns. Where I said
Our
already
borders
today,
are porous,
who
so-
have they arrested and made a scapegoat in Nigeria today? That you can say, oh, this man is a very famous person, because they continue to tell us that some people are part of the government that are also part of, you know, the criminals.
Yeah.
If you can be saying that, then fish them out. If I sit down, one boy sat down somewhere in Anambra and he tweeted on X, and DSS found him without his address. They located this guy, and somebody is inside bush kidnapping every day. Tell me why we don't have drones in
Making
Nigeria.
full
Tell me
video.
why, and yes, now.
Music, I call it music video or home video. Series.
Now these guys are even on TikTok. Just type
Showing off their loot.
Yes, and they will be showing you plenty money. They are not showing foreign currencies. They are showing naira. So you know this is Nigeria, and you can't get this guy. Tell me why it's difficult for. I mean, that's why somebody like this Tunji Dizu, you will salute him. In 2015, when they were in Lagos, he was leading the tactical squad.
Yes.
Say, just come and say you are crazy now. They will,
you put dreads
you
on
will,
and
you will have sense.
That we baby.
You will have, why did they take him to Rivers to go and conduct one or two and you know, calm the problem in Rivers State at a point in time? So you tell me, what is the commissioner of police doing in Edo State for the past how many days when this issue happened? You've not arrested anybody. Sack him. Period.
Okay, there's another one making the rounds that I want us to look at, and it's saying federal government encouraging criminality through ransom payment. Turaki-led PDP alleges, you know, let me read it. The Tamino Turaki-led National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, on Tuesday criticized the federal government over an alleged payment of ransom to criminals to free kidnapped victims, a step to the party described as both shameful and troubling. The camp alleged that ransom was paid in the recent kidnapping cases in states like Niger State, KB, Kwara, adding that the revelation followed the visit and engagement of the United States Assistant General Secretary of the Treasury, Jonathan Buke, with top Nigerian security and financial officials in that bid to disrupt illicit financial flow linked to extremist groups. This recent revelation not only shameful and unfortunate, but also a sad confirmation of the National Bureau of Statistics Crime Experience and Security Perception Survey 2024, which declared that ransom payment has reached a staggering trillion naira economy. That's like 2.3 trillion paid in ransom between May 2023 and April 2024. And that another trillion has been a lot of 2,235,954 persons have been kidnapped under the watch of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the federal government. He is saying that why should we pay for ransom? And the question is, why should we pay for ransom? Why not get these guys and deal with them? Yes, Pink Republic.
So I'm not supporting ransom, but sometimes there's a state you'll be in, especially when they take somebody very close to you. Your head will just, you'll not be thinking about what you want the police to just find them, nah. But you know all these things based on investigation. But the truth about this thing is that they should be informing the authorities when it comes to ransom, so that they might use through that your ransom to catch.
He is saying the federal government is paying ransom.
That's what I'm saying.
He alleges.
He alleged, but the truth is that if they are paying ransom, we don't know. They've not declared, right? But I'm encouraging people that want to pay ransom should inform the authorities, because through that ransom they can catch the criminals. Because you know, when somebody has not been kidnapped that is close to you, you will not know how the person feels when they will call the person and tell the person that don't speak to the authority. If you do, we shoot the person. Do you understand? And especially if that person is so dear to you. you might put the blame on the government, but we have different arms of government, right? And the police own is to execute. So sometimes like this, before you start blaming the government, can you blame the particular sector that is in charge of security? You understand? We have the legislature, we have the judiciary, we have the executors, right? The executives. So police is part of the executives, right? So they are supposed to execute what they order them to do. So when you are saying the government, somebody that is in primary 3 we think is everybody. So don't match them. I hope you understand. So except you've not had the president, several times the president has said, go and capture them. Several times, bring them to book, right? But he cannot leave Aso Rock, carry gun, and go and do shock Norris in the bush. They have arm where they pay them money. So if you are blaming, please direct your blame. If it's judiciary that is not doing well, say the judiciary. Do you understand? But when you say the government, you are piling up everything. And that's why when you are speaking, you speak as if you are educated. You understand? Because several times the president has said, go and catch them, make sure you get them, right? So he's doing what he's doing. But the people that are supposed to execute, are they executing? So okay. I would have loved that he drags the police. That why are they paying ransom? I hope you understand. And we tax money. They are using tax money to pay their salaries.
I want us to go on this break. I want to continue because we cannot keep. I don't believe we should continue paying for ransom because that will breed a lot of criminals, bring a lot of crimes in the society. That's to me. But we'll do that because we've not heard. We'll hear more from Big Republic. We've not heard at all from Brema, from Rio. But let's go on a break and we'll be right back.
Oh my God. Salary. No, he has paid them. So who is executing?
We saw a lot of
behind the scenes.
You go and beat in front of the scene. You understand? They are now treating their children because they've seen a lot. Children are growing up to turn to gay, lesbian. And you know it's the fault of you, the parents, because the teacher will not do all the job. You have more. In short, some got corrupted in school, and at home they will pretend. Do you know how many of my friends when we were in school that when it's time to go back home, they will go to their boyfriend's place and spend 1 week before they go home. I know somebody in particular that will even tell me, please, the mother will pay private university, we pay the driver to go and pick them in school. They are already in Lagos before the driver came to school. The driver will go and pick them one service apartment 3 days after. So the driver is collecting extra money because he's not traveling anywhere. You understand? So let the president start taking steps, step by firing people. Let the National Assembly come to pass law that as a military officer or maybe chief of army staff or maybe inspector general of police, if you will not deliver, then you will have consequences to pay.
I think we have all that already.
You just spoke my mind. That's it. You just spoke
no,
my
we
mind.
have all this already on ground. Our constitution is speaking.
See, we are talking on paper. We're talking about carrying out actions that will send signals to people.
There is no action in all these things. When last did our lawmakers sit down together to say we want to start this thing? Once you catch one Boko Haram, there's no time for repentance again. Once you catch a Boko Haram, confirm this is a Boko Haram. Do you know we have thousands of them that are still in custody? They are planning to somewhere in Benue now. They say they are even trying to create maybe a camp for the repentant bandits. This reverend man said. I said okay, because the Bible said God does not want the death of a sinner. At the same time, the Bible said a sinner will never go unpunished.
And you
even if God forgives you.
But we have another one. No, let's go to the next one. You can't preach that. I like that. I like Rio for this particular topic, this particular one. He just spoke my mind. But let's get another one. In Nigeria, we have very, very trending and very interesting story. AGF withdraws forgery charges against Ezekume. I want to take that story. The Office of the Attorney General of the Federation has withdrawn the criminal charge filed against senior advocate Mike Ezekume over an alleged forgery. The withdrawal was announced on Tuesday at the High Court of Federal Capital Territory sitting in Maitama. The Director of Public Prosecution of the Federation, Rotimi Oyedipo San, informed Justice Peter Kekemeke that the Attorney General of the Federation had decided to take a holistic look at the case, determine the most appropriate course of action. Following the application, which was not opposed by the defense team led by Paul Eriokoru San, the court struck out the 3-count charge against Ezekume. Ezekume has been arraigned on the allegation of bordering on forgery and other related offenses in the case initially instituted by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission. Punch report that the ICPC filed a 3-count criminal charge against Ezekume at the Federal High Court in Abuja, accused him of alleged fraud, forgery, and use of false documents in connection with the disputed property in London. I will remain here for now, but I must tell you that every time I hear that, pardon me please, every time I hear that the EFCC have picked someone, and later release the person, or later they now said, okay, they apologize, it makes me look at them as weaklings. You know, before you go into, I think you should do thorough investigation. And that's what we're seeing here. But I will leave that to rest on a legal practitioner, which Pink Republic. Pink Republic, now he's been cleared, as usual, with all of these commissions, charges and the rest. What's your...
So let me educate the public. Once Attorney General takes over a case, it is called noli prosequi. It means the Attorney General can look at a case, this is just getting messy, look, I'm taking over. So the court will stand down. So it will be at the discretion of the Attorney General to say, you know what, let this guy go.
So that they don't embarrass themselves.
Further. You understand? So that he take over and he cleared him, that one. So that the difference between the EFCC and this one is that the EFCC cases are in court. So what they did is media trial. So you're supposed to investigate thoroughly. Even the person will not be aware that this person,
before picking the person,
yes, before picking the person. So what I see
most
of the time is that once the case gets to court, the EFCC cases, they will not say, we are investigating. So you cannot be investigated. So it is not total. It's not conclusive. That is a lacuna. That is like a loophole for the person to be granted bail. But this one, it is constitutional. It's even in our criminal law that once the Attorney General is looking, even of a state, is looking at a matter like, look, this person is a very respected person, right? Is there a gift? Was there a gift given to this person? Yes, there was a gift. Did he try to register it with a fake this thing? That alone might be subject to, it is true that the document is true, or it's a lie, he will not look at it and say, but there was a gift. Somebody was actually gifted. Do you understand? So he's just trying to register it for him to be part of the whole thing. Look, let this thing just pass. So that is an authority given to
So how does
Nathan
it look at, how will people begin to look at us, the international world, begin to look at us when we do these kind of things? Wait, you hold on. Let's hear from Rio. Yes.
There are many cases that the Attorney General of Police would have taken charge. In an example is that of Mazin and Dikano.
Yeah.
Yes. Did he not look messy? Was he not looking messy at the point?
It's really terrible.
A lot. What did Abdubakar Malami, the immediate former Attorney General, did? Was busy allegedly sponsoring Boko Haram and stealing Nigerian funds, according to EFCC and DSS. So, like you said now, Vera, how will the international community see Nigeria?
I'm telling you.
If somebody actually committed an offense, an investigation is being carried on. This same barrister, senior advocate of Nigeria, they forged a passport. I read the story to secure a property in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
That's a punishable offense. What's the Attorney General what's the Attorney General coming in to say, you see, this case is messy, I will take over? You are taking over iniquities.
Allegedly. So the truth is that
we're not there.
Was it a gift? See,
it was a gift.
I am not talking about. I am talking about the way they acquired the passport and they changed name.
I don't. I'm
How
telling
did they
you.
pass through the
That is allegedly
No,
because you don't even know. Yeah, because what I'm telling you.
That is what is
I have
inside
worked
the paper
directly.
as
I've
at
worked
this morning.
directly with the Attorney General of Lagos State before, right? So I understand how they see matters because there was a gift. Is it an existing gift? Yes.
Yes, it was.
So the criminality is in the passport. Was it real or not? Let me tell you, sometimes when these people give you a gift, do you know what they do? They just tell their secretary to photocopy their international passport,
yes, that's what
and give it to you. So anytime you are ready. So at the time of registration, if you read that case very well, he started registering it of recent so that when that will is being read, this thing is already a gift. Don't add it to the will. And most times these people, they've forgotten that they've written a will. Instead of them to cancel or add that I have given. You see where the problem is? They have an existing will, but they are dashing somebody. But they've not retracted it from the will that this property has been given, you understand, to somebody as a gift. Clients do it. They get so excited and said, look, especially when you win one big case for them that's been a problem for them. They say, see this car I came with. So my PA bring another car, you are taking it.
As a legal practitioner, because when we look at the provision, section 174 of this, that gives the Attorney General the power to scotch out, struck out a case. What of if actually, because I want us to look at it very well.
Yeah.
What of if actually the person committed it, but because of that provision, in that pursuant, that provision, because of it, the Attorney General is taking advantage of the provision.
So there's not like advantage. It's his right. It's a right given to him. You understand? It's a right given to an AG in a state and given to an AG of the federation.
We can't say anything because the
you
Attorney
can't.
General.
That's why they call it nolli prosecu. He has taken over. It's at his discretion.
But it's the image making again. The image.
Now
of
you
the
know there's
country
something Vio said. I wanted to say hi sir. The problem about Nnamdi Kanu is his attitude. He keeps disrespecting. In case my fellow people are watching, he keeps disrespecting the judges, and that is what. A crime.
Don't you think it was frustration?
Frustration will not make you wait.
The case got messy.
No.
To the extent that
that's why you need.
Started being disrespectful to the court.
Let me tell you.
Because
there are some lawyers that committed contempt in the face of the court, out of passion. That's why they will tell you don't be attached to your client, right? So that you too you will not face crime. They will say, my lord, and they've said it that once a lawyer is standing, another one should not stand. You will still see them stand every time. That is contempt. But the truth is that once you are a defendant, learn not to be so angry that you keep waiving your rights, and the judge will not want to listen to you as far as you have that hot temper. Even if you have that hot temper, be swallowing block, let it be cooling. Because when the judge notices that you are somebody that if they speak to or they ask during trials, if you're on at the pulpit, that hey, this one, you answer. He might even order for mediation to hear you directly. I hope you understand. He will tell the councils, please come. I know that you people are paid to do this job. I know you are from federal government, but I would like to hear directly from the client. Judges have done it several times. But how can you change several judges? I don't want. And tomorrow you will carry file and dump.
We need to go to the next story.
AG will not enter that matter.
Okay,
Even me, we hold AG.
I guess what Pink Republic is saying, that people should manage their emotions.
Exactly.
No matter the situation you're going through, you must manage your emotions. I remember the case of Davido with the baby mama. I think such things also happen out of anger. He was right for his case. He held his own grounds, you know. But maybe out of anger, he snapped, and you're seeing someone that was emotional for me as well.
It's not emotional. You have to hold yourself.
No, when someone, Pink Republic is not easy when you lose a child and someone
use it as a case. But it's a case of negligence. Let me tell you, I will not lie to you in case Davido is watching.
Lawyers.
As far as you have lost a child due to negligence, it will be hard for you to even get partial custody.
So what happened to that child?
What
happened to the child? You know, now they are fighting for partial. We don't want to divert.
Yes.
But this is very important because it's also going to the same way. What happens to the child's emotion? The child now you're preventing from the dad that is so dear, so close, that is taking care of the child. Now, if it's 100% to the mom, he's not going to see the dad again. Nothing is going to happen with the child again. So what happens to that child? Are you not also thinking, as a lawyer, thinking of how that child will grow up?
Let me tell you, there's something they call phone calls. If you are submitting to the court that this mother is not even allowing me a phone call or even a visit, especially when you have such allegations against you of negligence of a child, the court will look at it and said, they did not say the child should go and stay, but at least communication with the child.
Don't worry, next time I want to take this case. Maybe next week, Tuesday, remind me.
No.
I want us to really look at Wednesday, next week, Wednesday. I want us to look at this case. I hope Pedro doesn't want to put one or two thoughts here.
His leg is shaking. Something is going through his mind.
He's a comrade today. You can see that he's dressed in he's a comrade today. But we take this other one. Dangote Refinery supplies 65 million liters of petrol daily. I hope I will not talk about Dangote. Must give me advert because for these few days we'll be talking about Dangote.
He's the highest employer of labor after federal government.
Because remember that I went for that tour to his refinery. We spoke about they should Mr. Anthony, communication brand manager, please director, I beg of you bring adverts because we've been talking about you for a long time now. Okay, I read Dangote petroleum refineries will supply 60 and 65 million liters per premium motor spirit PMS daily to meet the national demand, effectively positioning the country for a sustained fuel self-sufficiency. The firm will export up to 20 million liters in surplus. President of the Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, disclosed the development in Lagos, confirming that a structured off-take agreement has been concluded with the selected marketers to ensure nationwide distribution and stem supply instability. Well, Dangote is in the news yesterday. Today is in the news again. It's all about Dangote. Yesterday, the Pengastan people said, hey, sell off our refinery. This is not working for us. Bring people to buy it off and have a 51% share. You know, you take the minority one, let them take the majority one, and let's just move on. And it came when we were discussing with Tom yesterday and Fatuke yesterday. We discussed this issue, saying, I also said yesterday's program that if they want to sell, what will be left? We know Nigerians. Are you sure they are not carcass already? What are they going to sell in the refineries? Now everybody is looking at Dangote, looking forward to having his own fuel. He doesn't get your car spoiled, clean fuel, healthy environment. They are canvassing everything. Now they are saying they are going to be supplying us daily. What is wrong with us? You know, it is news for Nigeria, but can't we get more people into this? And can't Nigerians also appreciate what he is also doing? Because some people are saying he's a monopolist and he's this, is that. But we're seeing what is happening. Yeah, let me start with you.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. To me, there was a time, yes, I was saying they were monopolizing the market for Dangote. Well, you see the effort the man continuing to put in helping the nation. In short, internationally, he has helped Nigeria. Ever since Dangote Refinery came, in 2023, we bought about 20-something billion dollars of fuel to Nigeria. In 2024, it reduced to about $16 billion. In 2025, it reduced to about $6 billion. That means the rate by which we are importing fuel has drastically reduced. Why? Because of Dangote's refinery. Now, Bua is also building his own refinery, right? Maybe very soon it's going to start functioning. That means the country is getting better, if you ask me. But government sitting down, opening their two eyes, individuals taking over the economy from them, because they feel like, after all, we own the crude oil. You can own a land and still own a house. Not like owning a land and allow people to build on it and they just lease it from you, pay you off. When you can do better, because the government is richer than Dangote regardless, you know. What happened to states having little refineries? Not very large one. We don't even have a government cement, which I feel like these are things that can happen. The Constitution allows PPP, public-private partnership. And you have said it. I mean, bring the Port Harcourt refinery, lease it out to private sector, and have your commission. It will work because they will want to make their money back. You see the Warri refinery, they even told us that, oh, it's 90-something or something percent ready. Up to now, you know, refine water. Not to talk of kerosene, not to talk of fuel. And you know, if we are doing this, we are not just getting fuel, because people are just talking about fuel. You are getting fuel, you are getting diesel, you are getting aviation fuel, you are getting kerosene.
Yes.
Like you are having gas. And you were saying you want to, are you not thinking as the president said something that he wants to make his $1 trillion economy without this oil, without fuel. And we know one of the places where he's going to do that is tax. And he has brought it. And you need to understand this man. This man,
we are confused.
This man will live. When he was governor, at a point in time, he was not collecting federal allocation, and he never owed one person's salary.
True.
How did he do it? He picked Lagos from 500 million GDP per month to 5 billion.
Don't let us go there.
I'm going
the states right now we are in.
I'm going somewhere.
It's not about picking.
It's
about feeling it.
I know. But before you feel something, if you don't have anything, you cannot feel anything. You need to have to.
We have stayed for some. We all know this, but just do this. Dangote thing.
Well, Dangote refinery to me is doing a wonderful job. I mean, he's making NNPCL to know that they don't just have a competitor, they have a serious competitor. And as a matter of fact, he's knocking them off. He's investing more in that sector. I mean, is it refinery rather? He's bringing more investor. He's growing as far as expanding. From whatever he's producing per day. He wants to expand. You know, other African countries are now coming to Nigeria. He is growing as an individual. And one thing about, see, if you are a light of a place, when you enter, everywhere will show light. They will know that you are here. That's Dangote. Dangote is like light in Nigeria. Anything should not happen to the man, regardless whatever you say. They are monopolizing the market for him. It's the government that gave him the chance, because they can actually do whatever thing. After all, the land he's using is a government land. They gave him the land. They have the money. Imagine passing about 58 point something trillion as state budget. Now in oil sector, now we have been able to gather one money about 15 point something trillion, and the president said we will share it within the fact, federal, local, and state, federal, state, and local. That 15 trillion you want to share, why not maintain the status quo and use it to support the 58 trillion budget we are looking for? It will fix a lot of things in the Nigeria economy, but you want to distribute it to governors that will not deliver the dividends of democracy.
I must say, Rio, I will discuss with them so that the bumper crew can go on a tour. Some journalists went. I was opportune to be with those that went. When I came out of there, I got so bittered with all of our past presidents, got so angry, even with the present president. I cannot believe that, because there's a structural reforms there. You know that decades we've been importing fuel, but there's a structural reforms right now in Dangote refinery, where, the supply chain, where you begin to see that, in fact, when I saw what they were doing, and I saw Mr. Bird was explaining, as the executive CEO was explaining to us, the kind of field they have, and the advantages they have as doing that in Nigeria, because most of the, the bad products, most of it.
What is that kind?
Foreign fuel.
But there's something.
Most of it is being recycled to fixing another thing. So you begin to wonder what made our own refinery that's redundant. What made our own refinery, in the States? Why can't we even say, hey, we don't have refineries, let us shut it down and create another one? But again, why not also applaud a man that is trying to make us, put us in a state, put us in a place where people begin to appreciate Nigerians? You understand? Pink Republic.
Yeah.
Now we are at it again, talking about Dangote refinery. That means because there's a standard now.
Yeah.
Do you think Nigerians, being who we are, may Nigeria not happen to anybody? Because some other people also are criticizing the man, saying you want to do everything. The government doesn't want to give other people opportunity to go into this business. Do you accept these thoughts?
So I'm part of that Nigerian. If I see somebody progressing, I'm ready to call you and say, where are we entering? Let us also gather our own, right? Why some people just want to use mouth to be bringing him down?
Because it's a local,
because as per last 2 or 3 weeks, he said that the delivery will be 700 and something.
Yes.
Last week we bought 815. What is happening this week is 830. Why are they adding 15 naira?
When the man is even reducing it.
Time now.
So the truth about this whole thing is that we know how to sabotage ourselves. I remember when this refinery wanted to kick off. That's once House of Rep opened his mouth and said they should remove fuel and we should be using electrical cars. I found it very, very insulting, because at that time it's not something you'll be saying. How can you be saying that they should wipe off the use of fuel when somebody want to launch refinery and we should start using electrical car? No problem. It is stop of cars that we hold us. Why? How many times do we have electricity in our houses? Is it not because
never now? The electricity now has gone really bad.
That's what I'm saying. Most of us have solar, so you will not even know when they've taken the light. That's the truth. It's only in the night you will know.
Wealth. That's wealth. You don't know.
But let me read what the NNPC.
That's wealth.
I will allow you continue. I will allow you continue. So that we can meet up with our time. NNPC Limited Group Chief Executive Officer Bayo Ojulari had, during the recent visit, maybe he's talking now, when he visited, he is also behaving the way I behaved when I left the premises. He said, during a recent visit to the facility, described the refinery as a transformative national asset capable of redefining Nigeria's energy security, architecture, and accelerating industrial growth. You can't live there without having an impression. I left there and I felt sad for us. And I also I started feeling proud of being a Nigerian, that this is coming from us and we're exporting it. He's exporting, this is coming from us. That's when you begin to know that some people are helping while some people are busy castigating, just like you rightly said. You can go ahead.
So the truth about that thing, that place is a refinery situated, it's a free trade zone. So we should not be shouting Nigeria because it's looking like abroad in Nigeria.
It's just a fifth reason. Yes.
So the truth about this thing is that, let me tell you, Nigerian, under the federal system of government, just like you said, the private PPP. So, do you know where's our printing press? We are not even speaking about that. Our post office.
Ajakuta still.
That's what I'm saying. There's some of our elder citizens in Nigeria that still don't know how to use all this digital. They should be creative. Where is NIPOST? Are you hearing about it? I mean, when last did you buy stamp? When last did you buy stamp? So these are things they should be thinking about delivery. You can call and say, please, I want to post a letter. They should be thinking about pickup, the money you pay for pickup, delivery. You know, that kind of thing. They should learn to be creative about this thing, because why? You can send a text to the person, it will get to the person.
People who suppose they creative, they create thieves.
That's what I'm telling you. So the truth about this thing is that he's supposed to open biscuit company, sugar company. We have sugar in the north. We have sugar, salt everywhere. So they should create a place and say, look, we are taking 50.
Hope it's not the salt in the Bible that they say we have not eaten. We've never tried the woman head. We look back for Bible.
Lost wife is still there.
Lord.
So the truth about this thing is that we have mineral resources being scattered. Iron ore. Was it not very dark man? That was showing us how people. Yes, I was showing us how people that say. So at this time, our government has not taken over iron ore and look for country that needs it. Do you know we are supposed to be breeding marketers? Nigerians are very good when it comes
and
to.
also look at our
yes,
mining.
When it comes to influencing. Have you ever seen where an influencer is a government of influencer that will be saying, you see iron ore you want? Call this number. A government, you know that kind of thing. You will see that our mining will increase from the government side.
We just pray that happens in Nigeria. We pray that. Well, but congratulations.
It's influencing pomade
we don't have
and
adverts.
powder.
No, wait.
And
We the public.
cosmetic.
We don't have adverts from Dangote, but when people are doing something good, we should commend them. And even if the government or state governor is doing something good, commend them. I want to talk about the Aja assist before we go to the news report.
Yeah, the hold up.
Honestly, hold up fine, but the systematic way of them fixing the road because it was dilapidated. If you look at from coming to Victoria Island from Aja underneath the bridge to Victoria Island, before now was horrible. Although they've not, they started fixing it from Chevron down. They are now at around Lekki. You know, the road is smooth. We are just passing through what we're passing through because of what they're doing. And I must tell the public, you know, they've not done the other side of the wing.
So that must be fair, because that is a federal road.
Yeah, we've not done the other side of the wing, but I do not know how people will allow their roads to get that bad until they start fixing. It was totally bad.
Yeah, so I've seen all those potholes. Those
horrible
potholes look familiar, like the one that was around this Omoli. People, these are no, leave me alone. These Agboro people, they are the ones. If you see the pothole, it's obvious that somebody actually dug in. It's not looking like a normal pothole.
But if pothole has stayed for too long, it would go in.
Because as per 2 weeks ago, I went to visit my cousin at Osopa, London. In the evening, when we were coming back, before Lekki phase 2, right? That was where they diverted the road. So we were struggling to enter the middle so that we come out from the other side. Let me tell you, that pothole, somebody dug it.
Let's just pray, and let's just bear whatever we're going through now, but it's still better than when they started. Only God knows what's going to happen when they are on the other side again, coming from Victoria Island to Aja underneath the bridge. Horrible, but in Brahma they are doing it. So kudos to the government for doing it. We're going to bear the traffic. I remember when Rio Broima came to my house on my birthday last year. I don't know when they go.
Shade me.
I did not come. For another day.
Shade me. I did not come.
We have to take the newspaper, just the headlines, and so we can wrap up today. That's another story for another day. The road was something else, and they stayed long. I hope they appreciate me coming to the studios every morning to come and read it. Okay, but we will start with the Nation newspaper this morning. Egbetokun out, Disu steps in at ISG. We've taken that story this morning. Federal government, U.S. House panels report catalyst for more cooperation. The Nation newspaper. Government files new charges against Ezekome, Husseini family. We have banks raise 4.05 trillion in recapitalization drive. President team, take our scorecard to grassroots. Moving away from the nation, we're going to take some of the headlines in the Guardian newspaper this morning.
The Guardian, banner headline: U.S. escalates pressure on Nigeria as AFRICOM firms up hub in Ghana.
The Guardian newspaper, please. Yeah, go ahead.
INEC dismisses claims of result manipulation in FCT polls. That is on page 3. More businesses to go digital as NG sees new 15,216 entries. And let me pick up one finally. CBN rules out extending recapitalization deadline, lowers interest rate by 0.5%.
We move away from the Guardian and we take some of the stories, just the headlines from the Tribune.
Well, Nigerian Tribune, Egbetokun resigns. Tunji Dizu is acting IGP. 8 DIGs Miko. That's all I have for you on Nigerian Tribune.
Okay, we move away from the, take the last one, just one. From the Punch this morning, the Punch newspaper this morning, Tinubu picks Disu for pre-2027 security boost, DIGs to retire. And that's all we can take from the Punch this morning. Because of time, we must leave now. And I'll start from, yes, Rio.
Yes, my name is Robin Emmanuel. I'll see you again tomorrow. It's a bye-bye for me.
Why are you boning like this? I thought you make it subtle. Make it subtle, please.
I am Barrister Pink Egbe. Bye for now.
I am Vera Osokwa. We'll see you again some other time. Keep watching MITV Plus and enjoy your day.